Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Beat gets it. They're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the glass.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Connell has the ball at bounce, passes it into Grigo for three, and that's 1,000 points. Go.
Hello and welcome to high school boys basketball. Tonight we have the Morgan Huskies versus the HK Cougars girls teams. And I'm Connor Shute, and I'm here with
Kevin Gelini.
And welcome. We're looking at quite a game tonight. It is here at HK, and it is the youth night, so there will be other teams from the HK region will be coming out, and they will be participating in a halftime show. So it's going to be very interesting to see when we get to that. But right now, we have some looks at the pre-games for both of these teams. So from Morgan, their schedule, they are coming off of a 10-3 streak. They're coming off of Guilford, which was a win, 43-31. Westbrook win, 42-22. North Branford win, 45-40. Today they'll be playing HK. And then looking into the future, they'll be against Coggenshaw on the 31st and North Branford on the 4th. Let's hear from HK.
And on the HK side, the girls are 3-11. In the past weeks, they played at Old Saybrook and won 55-48. Following that, they played at North Branford and lost 45-46, which was a very close game. The last game they had was Cromwell, where they lost 38-61. Today, they're playing Morgan. The next game, January 31st, is at Valley Regional. And then after Valley Regional, the HK girls are playing Coggenshaw on February 5th.
So we are seeing almost opposite records from these teams. Well, let's take a second to hear the starting lineup. All right, and we are back, and the girls are getting ready to start the game. In case you missed it, the Morgan starting lineup is number 4, Joelle Volomir, number 11, Kylie Clifton, number 12, Caitlin Donadio, 22, Leah McKimsky, and 23, Rebecca Shrimp.
And the HK starters are number 10, Belle Carini, number 14, Anna Biondi, number 24, Ella McGlynn, number 33, Tessa Wills, and number 20, Jessica Timothy.
And the girls are getting ready to take the court. It looks like for Morgan, number 22, McKimsky, will be tipping off.
And it looks like number 20, Jessica Timothy, will tip off for HK.
The ball's up, and it goes to Morgan, number 12, Donadio. Stays around the midcourt. Passes to Clifton. To Champ. Clifton. They're passing around the outside. Passes to number 4, who's right under the net. Volomir goes for the layup, and that's the first points of the game. The ball goes out of bounds.
Carini passes into Biondi. Anna Biondi with the ball. She passes it back to her fellow captain, Belle Carini. She drives in. She passed the ball, but it's intercepted by Morgan.
Ball is stolen by Kylie Clifton, number 11. She goes for the run up and just drives it up, and with no defense at all, just puts it up for another 2 points.
Anna Biondi driving in. She attempts to shoot, but it's
ball is stolen
tipped
by number 23, Rebecca Champ, and passed to Donadio, number 12. She goes up for a throw, but it's unsuccessful. Number 11, Clifton has the ball. 22 takes a shot.
And Ella McGlynn gets the rebound, and she gives it right to Belle Carini. Biondi with the ball, gives it back to Carini. Carini passes the ball to McGlynn in the paint. McGlynn gives it to Wills. Wills shoots. She misses. And Biondi with the rebound. Passes it into the paint to McGlynn. McGlynn with the shot.
And the foul will be on number 23, Leah McKimsky of Morgan. Ella McGlynn will be able to take foul shot.
McGlynn misses her first shot. And she makes her second shot, making the score Morgan 4, HK 1.
Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Passes to Clifton. Donadio goes, shoots, and scores. Score is now 1-6.
And Biondi with the ball. Gives it to Carini. Carini gives it to Wills. Wills goes in, shoots. However, a whistle is blown.
Foul was on number 11, Kylie Clifton, against number 33, Tessa Wills.
And Tessa Wills misses the first shot. Wills take her second shot, and she makes it.
That'll be the second point made by fouls for HK. Number 4, Volomir has the ball. She brings it away from the net, though, and passes to Clifton. Clifton to Nadio. To McKimsky. Donadio passes to Clifton again, but out to the Champ.
And McGlynn blocks a shot. She gives it to Carini. Carini running down the court with the ball. Carini with the shot, and she misses, but McGlynn recovers. However, the ball goes out of bounds.
Ball will be turned over to Morgan. Number 23, Rebecca Champ, passes in to Donadio. The HK girls have not retreated to the other side of the court. Passes to 22, McKimsky. Gives it to Volomir, who goes for the pass. McKimsky again, and it's an unsuccessful shot. But there'll be a foul called on 14 of HK. Number 23, Rebecca Champ, will be taking a shot. 2 shots. The first is no good. And the second is not as well.
Carini with the ball. She drives in and she shoots and misses.
Ball goes to Clifton of Morgan. Passes to Donadio, who takes a shot, but is deflected by number 20.
And Biondi with the ball at half court. She passes it to Biondi, but however, the pass is a little high and goes out of bounds.
Ball will be passed in. Oh, the refs are having a quick discussion. It will be HK's ball.
Green passes into McGlynn. McGlynn shoots and misses.
Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Ooh, ball stolen by number 20, Jessica Timothy.
Tessa Willis with the ball, driving down the court. However, I think the ball hits her foot.
Passes into Anna Biondi.
Carini with the ball. She tries to pass to Jessica Timothy, however, the ball is intercepted.
By number 22, Leah Kaminsky. Passes to 12, Donadio. To 23, Champ goes for the shot and makes it in. Score is now 2 and 8, Morgan.
Anna Biondi with the ball. She passes it to Carini. I think the pass was tipped, but Carini still managed to catch the pass. It looks like as Anna Biondi was attempting to pass the ball to Carini, there was a penalty on number 11 of Morgan. Carini gives it to Biondi. Biondi with a shot, and it does not go in. Hits the rim and bounces out.
Ball goes to number 12 of Morgan, Donadio. Passes to Champ, to McKimsky. And on the pass to Champ, it bounces out of bounds. Ball will be passed in by number 22, McKimsky. Number 2, Olcott has the ball. Goes for the drive, tosses it up. Rebounds back to her again. Rebounds to Ellen McGlynn.
Carini with the ball going down the court. She stops and starts moving around. She passes into the paint to Jessica Timothy. Jessica Timothy with a shot, and she scores!
Number 12, Caitlin Donadio has the ball, passes in to McKimsky. This is to 23 Champ, who takes a shot, rebounds, and it goes out of bounds with HK's tip, so it will be a Morgan ball. Be passed in by number 22, McKimsky. Shot taken by number 22, McKimsky. Unsuccessful, rebounds to HK.
And Biondi with the ball at half court. She passes to Carini. Carini gives it right back to Biondi. Passing back and forth between each other. Carini gives it to Willis to the three-point line. Will shoots, hits the rim, no good.
Donadio has the ball, drives up into the paint, loses it, but it gets recovered by Olcott, number 2, and then she shoots and is rebounded.
Biondi with the ball, gives it to Carini. Carini gives it to number 4. She goes right back to Carini. Carini with the shot, no good.
Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Passes to number 2, Olcott. 22, McKiminski. These 3 are passing it between each other. Oh, and ball is taken
Biondi
by
with the free breakaway. Looks like she went up for a layup. There's a penalty on number 2 of Morgan. Biondi with the shot from the three-point line, and she is good.
Donadio of Morgan has the ball. This is to Olcott to Donadio. They have to shoot within the next 45 seconds. Oh. Biondi pushed up for the ball. But instead, ends up with a foul.
Ellen McGlynn with the rebound. She gives it to Carini. Carini running down the court, passes it to Biondi. However, the ball is taped by Morgan, and it goes out of bounds. Carini to pass the ball in for HK. She passes it to Biondi. Biondi gives it to Wills. HK moving the ball around. Carini with a shot. Hits the rim, is no good. HK rebounds. Number 4 at the drive. She shoots, however, a whistle is blown.
There'll be a foul. Push foul on number 4 of Morgan, Volomir. Number 4 of HK will be taking the shot.
And she makes her first shot. And she misses the second shot.
Nadio's the ball. This is 25 lay. Lay takes the shot. It's knocked out of bounds. Ball will go to Lay of Morgan. And that will be the end of the first quarter.
We have a tie game.
Tie game that Morgan definitely pulled ahead very quickly in the beginning. 1-6, in fact. And then only ended up making one more shot while HK had enough time to get another 7 points. So far, there's definitely been some key players we can see from both teams. Obviously, the point guard of Morgan, Donadio, has been making a major influence on being able to pass that ball around and keep it away from the HK girls. But they also have Mick Kaminsky, who is did the tip-off. She is, in fact, the tallest on the team, and I believe the tallest in this game. She is 5'11". This is HK's tallest player, 5'10".
Yeah, and that player's Ellen McGlynn.
So it is in the height battle, Morgan would have to definitely win. But is it a height battle, do you think?
Definitely for rebounds. But from what we've seen, both teams, no matter their height, have been able to make shots.
Especially, and with those rebounds, we can't say that the rebounds have favored one team over the other so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty even between the two.
And if Morgan, from what we've seen, if any of the teams don't make their first shot, they usually have a chance at a second, but not usually a third.
All right, to start the second quarter, HK has the ball. Carini gives it to Timothy. Timothy gives it to Wills. Wills to Biondi. Biondi with a shot is no good.
Number 11, Clifton has the ball. Passes to 22, Kaminsky. She puts it up, but it does not go in. Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Goes for the drive.
And it looks like she's
out of bounds.
Yeah.
It appears. Yeah, she stepped out of bounds, and the ball will go to HK.
All right, Biondi with the ball. She gives it to Carini. Carini gives it right back, but it's intercepted.
Number 11, Clifton, runs into the paint and just tosses it up, and it is good. Scores 8 and 10, Morgan.
Carini with the ball, driving down the court. She shoots, and it hits the rim. However, it's rebounded by McGlynn. McGlynn with a shot. That hits the rim and is no good.
Number 12, Donadio's the ball. Passes in to 22, but the ball is lost to number 14, Anna Biondi of HK.
Carini the ball. She's running down the court. She shoots from the paint, and it goes in.
Scores now 10 and 10. Number 12, Donadio with the ball. Passes to Clifton. To Kaminsky. Kaminsky, who almost loses the ball out of bounds. Move to Clifton. Champ with the shot. It rebounds to HK.
Wills with the ball. She's going down the court. She shoots. It looks like Morgan didn't really notice her moving down the court.
There will be a foul on number 23, Rebecca Champ of Morgan.
Tess Wills with the first shot, and it goes in. Tess Wills with her second shot, and that goes in also. HK takes the lead 12-10.
Morgan has the ball. Clifton and Donadio at half court. Ooh, Donadio goes for the drive, but is stopped. So the foul is called on number 14, Anna Biondi of HK. There'll be a third foul, and the ball will go to Clifton of Morgan. Ball goes to Donadio. Donadio goes for the drive, tries
Timothy
to shoot.
with the rebound. Ball is stolen by Morgan.
Well, stolen by Morgan again. Donadio goes for the drive, but is completely stopped dead in her tracks by number 20, Jessica Timothy. Will that be a foul? And yes, there'll be a foul on number 20 of HK, Jessica Timothy. There's a bit of decision on over whether it's a shooting foul or not, but instead it will just be passed in by Morgan. This is number 4, Volomir, who just tosses it up, but it does not go in. And now there's a shooting foul on number 14 of HK, Anna Biondi. She now has 4 fouls. Number 4, Volomir, will take the first foul shot. Is successful. Biondi is subbed out for Volomir takes a second and makes it in. Scores 12-12. Tie game.
Tess Wills with the ball. She gives it to Biondi. Biondi tries to pass it to McGlynn. However, it's not complete.
Morgan with a shot. Scores 12-14.
Bell Carini passes to number 4. Number 4 gives it back to Carini. Carini passes it into the paint to Timothy. Timothy shoots and she scores.
14-14 again. Number 12, Donadio with the ball. Passes to Clifton. To Duvall. 12 takes a shot from the 3. It rebounds to HK. There will be a foul. So the ball will just be overturned to Morgan. Number 25, Rachel Len. Donadio passes to Clifton. To Kaminsky.
Number 20, Timothy swats out of the ball out of her hands. Carini gets the ball, goes down the court. She shoots, but misses. Looks like the ball was out on Morgan. So now Tessa Willis to pass it in for HK. And she passes it into Ella McGlynn. McGlynn gives it to Timothy. Timothy gives it to Willis. Willis gives it to Carini. Carini with a shot. Hits the rim and is no good. Tessa Willis with the rebound. Morgan almost intercepts the ball. Carini gets the ball, gives it to McGlynn. McGlynn shoots and she scores.
HK's lead. Morgan has the ball. .22, McKimsey takes a shot, makes it, scores 16-16.
Carini with the ball, she gives it to number 4. Number 4 gives it to Tessa Willis. Tessa Willis shoots, hits the rim, bounces out. A fight for the ball.
With Donadio and McGlynn. Ball will be given to Morgan. Oh, to HK, in fact. Bella Carini.
Looks like there's a timeout called.
Yes, it's timeout. Time to take a chance to rethink.
Now, one
this
thing I've
tight game.
noticed is both teams have 6 fouls. However, 4 of the fouls for HK have been on number 14, Anna Biondi.
Yes, this player we've seen quite often, actually, in, on the starting lineup for HK, playing every game. But it seems today she's playing a lot more aggressively than usual, just going for that ball. And while it has been successful before with a couple steals, I don't know if the fouls are worth it.
I don't think so. I think she wants to win this game. She might be playing a bit too aggressive right now. But if she limits down those penalties when she comes back in, I think she'll be golden.
Definitely. 3.5 minutes left of the second period.
And Belcarini passes into number 4. Number 4's pass is deflected, but she gets it back. HK with the ball. Timothy with the shot, no good.
Donadio with the ball, passes to 25 Len, takes a shot from the 3. Instead, it's actually a pass to Volmir. Gives to Donadio, takes a shot from just inside the 3-point line and is successful. Score is 16-18 Morgan.
Willis with the ball, gives it to Carini. Carini gives it number 4. 4 gives it right back to Carini. Carini passes down the court to Ellen McGlynn in the paint. However, McGlynn does not catch the pass.
Donadio has the ball, goes for the drive, takes a shot and does not make it. There will be a foul on HK. Number 4, and Donadio will be taking 2 foul shots. Makes the first. And makes the second, putting a 4-point lead for Morgan.
Number 31, Joe Henry subs in for number 20, Jessica Timothy. Belcarini with the ball. Passes number 4. 4 passes across the court to Jill Henry. A whistle is blown. It looks like Henry will be taking some foul shots.
Shooting foul on number 25, Rachel Len of Morgan.
And she makes the foul shot. Now time for the second foul shot. And she makes that one.
Score is 18-20. Donadio has the ball. She's going fast. Passes to 22. McConaughey takes a shot and goes out of bounds. Ball will be turned over to HK.
Tessa Willis with the ball. Gives it off to Carini. Carini tries to pass it to Henry, but it's intercepted. HK, Carini with the ball. She gives it to Henry. Henry passes it into McGlynn. McGlynn with the shot, and it's good. Making the score 20-20. Donadio from Morgan with the ball. Gives it to Alcott. She gives it right back. Donadio drives in for the shot, misses, rebounded by Henry from HK. Henry gives it to Carini. Carini driving down the court. Takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by number 22, McComsky from Morgan. Donadio from Morgan with the ball, gives it to Alcott. She gives it right back to Donadio. And it looks like a timeout was called by Morgan. Both teams going over some gameplay for the 30 seconds they have. About 52 seconds left in the second half. Remember, at halftime, first half, my bad. At halftime, the middle school basketball teams will be playing a game. Donadio for Morgan with the ball. Donadio with a shot, hits the rim, bounces out. No good. Morgan recovers. Bell Carini to pass in the ball for HK. Alcott for HK, for Morgan subs in. Tessa Willis with the ball. She tries to pass it to Carini. It's tipped in the air, but Carini still catches the pass. Donadio. Donadio makes her first foul shot. And Donadio makes her second foul shot, making the score Morgan 22, HK 20. Willis with the ball. She tries to pass it to Carini, but Morgan intercepts it. Number 12, Donadio with the interception, goes down the court, shoots the ball, and makes it. Morgan pulling away by 4 points at the end of that first half. Both teams heading to the locker room, I believe. Looks like Some of the youth teams are being called out onto the court. The fourth grade team is being called out onto the court. And now the fifth grade team is being announced. See the coach standing up behind the players. And the rest of the team standing up. And now it's time to announce the sixth grade team. The sixth grade team is coached by the father of a previous HK graduate, Deja Rich, who used to play basketball here for HK, but graduated last year. Okay, the seventh grade team is being announced, and it sounds like they are undefeated. Wish them luck in the best of their seasons and hope they stay undefeated. And the eighth grade team is 10-1. So the future is looking bright for the high school team. They got a home game against New London next Sunday. Wish them luck in that game. And now for the middle school HK girls basketball. They are 10-1, the varsity team. That is very good. Congrats to them. The JV is 8-2-1, and they are coached by Mr. Fagan, a teacher at the middle school. Sounds like that might be the best record in middle school history.
Because
it looks like the girls from Morgan have left the locker room and are taking the court to warm up. They are leading the Cougars 24-20. And their game plan looks to be very aggressive in the paint, passing the ball around the outside a lot, trying to keep it out of HK hands, while HK is passing the ball around the outside making a pass inside in the paint, shooting, and both strategies for both teams are working very well. Several points on both sides are from foul shots. We saw a couple fouls, most memorable from number a couple fouls from number 14, Anna Biondi. She had 4, which was about 50% of HK's fouls in the first half. With just about a minute left during halftime, HK is still yet to take the court. However, Morgan looks like they might be done warming up. They're putting the balls back into the cage, and it looks like they will go over their second half game plan. Well, HK is just now coming out of the locker room to take the court. The middle school teams / travel teams are in the den tonight for HK. They've been doing several cheers throughout the game in favor of HK. And the high school den itself has been pretty loud, especially during foul shots for the other team. Maybe trying to make a miss, make them a little more under pressure. And there's the buzzer for the end of halftime.
All right, so Kevin, we are getting ready. To start back up again. We are 8 minutes on the clock. Scores 20-24, Morgan. And a quick extra note about what's been going on so far. The halftime score right now is 20-24, and last game against HK and Morgan was 10-22. So HK is definitely putting a lot more heat on the scoreboard this time than they were before. Number 23 took a shot from the 3, but it was unsuccessful. Morgan Donadio with the ball, passes to Volomir. Donadio takes a shot, rebounds to HK, number 20.
Biondi back in the game for HK. Has the ball at half court. She gives it to Wills. Wills with the ball, dribbling around the three-point line, dumps it out to McGlynn. McGlynn with a shot. Hits the rim, no good.
Ball flies out of bounds, and it believed it was tipped by Leah McMinsky of Morgan. But in fact, it will be Morgan's ball. Number 12, Donadio in possession. Passes to Clifton, to Volomir. Donadio. Volomir has it. Clifton, they're just waiting around. Donadio almost dropped the ball and almost loses it to Bellacrini. Number 22 takes a shot from the paint.
And it's rebounded by McGlynn. Biondi with the ball. Drives in. She shoots and she scores.
Scores 22-24, Morgan. Morgan passing the ball, trunks to each other. Donadio takes a shot, rebounded by Ella McGlynn.
McGlynn gives it to Carini. Carini moving down the court with the ball. She gives it to Wills. Wills gives it to Biondi. Biondi gives it to Carini. Carini back to Biondi. Biondi with a shot. Hits the rim, no good.
Number 4, Volmir almost loses the ball, passes to Donadio. Clifton to Komisky, right inside the paint, takes a shot from the corner, and it is good. 22-26, Morgan.
Carini with the ball. Gives it to Wills. Wills dumps it off to Timothy in the paint. Timothy shoots it, hits the rim, bounces
Ball
out.
Is dribbled on the line. It looks like it will be out on number 11, Kylie Clifton.
Carini to pass the ball in for HK. Gives it to Biondi from the three-point line. She shoots, but it's blocked.
Ball stolen by Leah McMinsky.
That foul is on number 33, Tessa Wills.
Number 22, McComiskey will be taking first shot. It's good. The second is also good, putting a 6-point lead for Morgan.
Biondi with the ball, gives it to Carini. Carini gives it to McGlynn. McGlynn gives it to Biondi. Biondi shoots from the three-point line, but it's no good. McGlynn tries to save the ball from going out of bounds. However, she's unsuccessful in doing so.
Ball will go over to number 23, Rebecca Shamp of Morgan.
Some fresh faces subbing in for HK.
Number 22 to Donadio. Ooh, ball is stolen in a fast action by number 4 of Morgan. Of HK, I believe.
Carini with the ball, driving into the paint, dumps it out to McGlynn. McGlynn shoots and she scores.
Clifton has the ball, running into the paint. Oh, turns around. Passes stealthily to Donadio, who goes for the layup but is blocked.
Nope.
Foul will be on number 24, Ella McGlynn, for a push. Shot will be taken by number 12, Caitlin Donadio. Makes the first.
Biondi coming back in the game.
Donadio makes the second, making HK's 2-point score in the past no longer matter.
Biondi with the ball, gives it to Carini. Carini gives it to Henry. Looks like Henry will be called on a double dribble.
Ball will be passed in by number 23, Rebecca Shamp. Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Tosses it up, and the feet makes it in. Scores 24-32 Morgan.
Henry with the ball, tries to give it to Carini, however the ball is tipped.
Ball stolen by McMinsky.
Morgan
goes in.
slowly pulling away with a 10-point lead.
There'll be a foul on number 12. Caitlin Donadio. Ball will go to Bella Carini of HK.
Carini passes in to Grimaldi, or Grimala.
Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Drives from center court, passes to Clifton. To Mikaminski, who takes a shot from the almost the three, makes it in.
Biondi with the ball, tries to pass it to Wills, however Wills does not catch the pass. Goes out of bounds. The ball will be given to Morgan.
Number 23, Rebecca Shamp will be tossing in.
23, Carly Retberg subs in for number 14, Anna Biondi.
Number 11, Clifton to Olcott. To Kaminsky. To Volanier. To Clifton. Passes across to 23, but she does not catch the shot. It goes out of bounds.
Looks like Biondi is back in the game. And she gets a pass in from Carini. She gives it to Wills. Wills gives it right back to Biondi. Biondi to Carini. Carini driving in to the basket. She shoots and is no good.
Goes in the hands of number 2, Olcott of Morgan. She is surrounded and trips. Manages to pass, but there is a foul. The foul is on number 10. Ball will be passed in by number 23, Rebecca Shamp. Clifton has the ball. To Nadio. To Mikaminski. Takes a shot, rebounds. To Shamp. To Donadio, takes a shot, head on. Rebounds to Elle McGlynn.
McGlynn gives to Biondi. Biondi gives it to Carini. Carini from the three-point line gives it to McGlynn. McGlynn gives it back to Biondi. Biondi with a shot, and it's no good.
Morgan has the ball. Clifton driving down the court, going really fast. Tries to bounce pass to 22, almost doesn't make it. Mikaminski takes a shot, is in. Scores 24-38. Morgan. Morgan is really pulling ahead on that lead.
Carini with the ball tries to pass it to Timothy. However, it goes over Timothy's head and goes out of bounds.
Will be passed in.
Sophie Grimala coming in for Biondi.
Shamp will be passing in for Morgan. Passes to Nadio. To Clifton. To Len. Takes a shot, rebounds to Shamp. Takes a shot and makes it in. Quite the plays from Morgan. They haven't been running much with the ball, just passing.
And Timothy goes up for the shot and is good.
And 25 Len takes a shot, rebounds. Is a run for the ball taken by Clifton. Pass to 22, Mikaminski, who takes a shot and makes it in. Morgan is really pulling ahead here. There's 18 seconds left. And from what we believe, HK has only made 4 points in this second half. 6 points in the second half.
I believe the score is 20 HK to 22 Morgan at the half. Morgan comes out and scores 20 points. HK comes out and only scores 6.
Quite a difference. Unsuccessful pass goes out of bounds. being caught by Morgan coach Caitlin Woods. Clifton has the ball. Passes to Ol. Ooh, and there will be a foul.
7.2 seconds left in the third quarter.
Foul was on player number 25, Rachel Len of Morgan.
Carini passes the ball to McGlynn.
Goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds on Morgan. Carini to pass the ball, and once again, she passes into McGlynn. McGlynn goes up for a shot, however, a whistle is blown. Looks like there will be a penalty.
There will be a foul on number 22. McGlynn will be taking the shots. She makes the first.
And McGlynn for the second foul shot. And it's no good.
3.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Morgan with the ball. There isn't much they have to do. As soon as they pass in to number 12, Donadio, the ball rolls, it's over. And that'll be the third quarter.
I think the HK fans are trying to mess with Morgan's head by counting down from 7 when there's 1.2 seconds left.
Actually, the same thing happened earlier on with the end of the first quarter. They're counting down when there's still 50 seconds left, when they're counting down from 10.
Mind games, Connor, and it looks like they might be working.
Yeah, possibly. You can definitely see a change in the way Morgan girls are playing when they start hearing that countdown, even if it's incorrect. In fact, there hasn't even been a correct countdown yet from the crowd, but it's definitely a different crowd than we have seen from most of these games. It is looking pretty large as it being HK's youth night. A lot of them being parents of the other teams who came to support, and a lot of people are coming to see HK tonight, especially against Morgan. These teams are rivals, as we saw in Friday's game, HK Morgan boys. HK Morgan girls are still on people's radars. They want to see these games. But with such a different record for both teams so far, it's quite crazy. And from what we saw at the end of the first half, they're looking pretty close.
And it looks like now Morgan is starting to pull away. However, if Morgan can score 20 points in one quarter, I feel like HK can do the same thing in this remaining fourth quarter.
Yeah, and looking at last game, our star players from both teams, Donadio Morgan had got 12 points in the last game, and Len had 9. And Ella McGlynn scored 9, while Bella Carini scored 6 from HK.
Bella Carini to pass the ball in for HK.
And another quick note, HK is returning 3 starters and 3 role players from last year, and they will be returning next year as well. Ball will be going to number 23.
So Wills with the breakaway gives it to Timothy. Timothy goes up for a shot and she scores.
Scores 29-42. Clifton has the ball. Ball will be turned over to HK. There's a definite change in strategy the second half, Kevin, from Morgan run the ball all that much.
Tessa Wills with the shot is no good. Rebounded by Morgan. That's another thing. Morgan has been getting a lot more rebounds this second half than HK has.
And they're still playing their starting lineup, only adding in Rachel Len, number 25, guard and forward.
And it appears that HK has their complete starting lineup in.
Number 11, Clifton has the ball. Passes to Volmir. To Nadia. He's being definitely blocked. She runs around. Passes to Clifton. Nadia drives, drops it. Ball's picked up by Volmir. But it of Morgan. Passes right in to number 23, Champ, who takes the shot. Is successful.
Belcarini and Anna Biondi passing back and forth to each other. Biondi tries to pass number 4, however it's tipped and intercepted by Morgan.
Morgan takes a shot, number 22, Mikominski. Morgan is now 46 points.
Carini with the ball. Passes to number 4. Number 4 goes up for the shot. Misses. However, it was tipped out of bounds by Morgan. Belcarini to pass the ball in now. And she passes into Tessa Wills. Wills with the ball, driving in. She shoots. She hits the backboard. It bounces out to Anna Biondi. Anna Biondi tries to pass into McGlynn. However, 23 of Morgan picks off the pass.
Ball goes to Clifton. To Olcott. Clifton to Volmir, who takes the shot but does no good. Will be passed in again by Clifton of Morgan. Oh, never mind. Mikominski of Morgan. Will be passed in by Mikominski again. Clifton has the ball. Passes to the middle of nowhere, and the ball goes into the bleachers. It'll be HK's ball.
Carini passes into Biondi. Biondi with the ball, gives it to Carini. Carini gives it to number 4. She gives it right back to Carini. Carini to Wills. Wills to Biondi. HK moving the ball around a lot. Biondi with a shot from the 3-point line, and she scores.
Number 2, Olcott has the ball. Ooh, unsuccessful pass to 22, stolen by Elle McGlynn. And there'll be a timeout. HK's assistant coach takes the time to have a talk with the team. And Morgan's coach brings out the whiteboard. With a score difference of a relatively large number, 14, 30, the score is 32 to 46 Morgan. It was quite a big gap we saw from the first half. This fourth quarter doesn't seem to be going very well for HK, though they have been scoring a few more points than previously. The last game of HK versus Morgan was 21 to 43. And HK is going to be looking for redemption.
Both teams outscoring their previous score in the previous matchup.
Yes, of course. Number 12, Donadio of Morgan has the ball. She drives, passes to 22. Nadia takes it back to Mikominski. To Clifton. To Champ. Clifton again. Passes to actually Mikominski, who takes a shot and it rebounds to Elle McGlynn.
Elle McGlynn with a lot of rebounds this game. She gives it to Biondi. Biondi gives it to Carini. Carini with a shot, and it is no good.
Number 12, Donadio has the ball. Runs down the center court. Passes to 23. Takes a shot. No good. That was Rebecca Shant.
Number 20, Jessica Timothy, coming in for Tessa Wills for HK.
Donadio has the ball. Passes to Clifton. Back to Donadio. Donadio drives into the paint, puts it up. Rebounds to
Belcarini with the breakaway. As she tries to recover the ball from going into bounds, it looks like her foot was on the line. The ball will be passed in by Morgan.
.23, Champ will be passing in. Passes to Donadio. Ooh, there was quite a push, it seemed, from Belcarini of HK against Donadio of Morgan. Let's take a second and see what the refs decide. It will, in fact, be a foul. And Donadio will be taking foul shots. She makes the first. And makes the second. Passes to Donadio. Morgan captured that rebound, so they can run down the clock. There's 3 minutes left of the game. Clifton has the ball. Passes to Volnir. McGlynn tries taking the ball from Volmir and gets a foul. Volmir will be taking 2 shots from the line.
Tessa Wills coming back into the game for HK, subbing out Jessica Timothy.
Makes the first. Scores 32-48. 16-point lead for Morgan. Takes second and is also good. 17 points is the difference in the scores. Morgan in the lead.
Anna Biondi going down the court with the ball for HK, gives it off to Belcarini. Bell passes to McGlynn. McGlynn shoots.
22, Mikomiski was called for being out of bounds. Rough here, Kevin. I don't know if I saw it. Well, there will be a timeout called by Morgan, I believe.
Looking at the scoreboard, HK has 8 fouls this half, and Morgan only has 3. Do you think that's affecting the score at all, Connor?
I would say definitely. Morgan's, conversion rate on those foul shots is much higher than HK's, and they have been just being able to take every single one and be pretty much successful. It's definitely inflated the score, but do we know how much? Can never be sure. Ball will be passed in by number 10, Belcarini.
And she tries to pass in, however, one of the Morgan girls knocks it out of the air. So now, to redo that, Carini to pass in. She gives it to Biondi. Biondi gives it to Wills. Wills gives it to Carini. Carini shoots, and she scores.
Scores 34 to 49. Number 25, Len, has the ball. That's to Donadio. To Volmir. To Len. There'll be a foul for contact on HK, number 33. Shots will be taken by number 22, Rebecca Champ. Makes the first. And this is just proving, as I said earlier, their conversions on these foul shots are just near perfect. Makes the second. Nothing but net on both of them. It takes a lot of practice.
Impressive. I can't do that. All right, HK with the ball. Tessa Wills around the outside. Passes it to number 4. She gives it to Carini. Carini passes to McGlynn in the paint. McGlynn from the paint shoots, and she scores.
12 Donadio is the ball. Running it far. Tessa to Volmir, but instead there's a foul on Elle McGlynn of HK.
These fouls really adding up for HK. 10 this half.
That's 10 in the half, and McGlynn's 4th foul. Shot will be taken by number 4, Joelle Volmir. Nothing but net again. And it's yet another swoosh. Morgan coach Woods must really stress practicing those shots, because the starting lineup for Morgan, I don't believe, has really missed any of their shots.
It's crazy.
Ball is stolen by number 11, Clifton. Drives up for the shot, but his ball, it hits the bottom of the hoop, and it will be a foul.
And I believe that is
on number 10, Belcrini.
Foul number 11 for HK. That is her 3rd foul of the half.
Donadio makes the shot.
And Joe Henry coming in for Ella McGlynn.
Donadio makes the second. Ball will be passed in by HK.
Biondi with the ball. Going down the court. She passes to Carini. And Carini gives it right back. Biondi gives to Wills. Wills shoots. She misses. Morgan rebounds. And yet another shot made by Morgan, and with only a minute and 12 seconds left, it's not looking too good for HK.
No, there is in fact a 21-point lead for Morgan right now. People of the crowd are starting to leave.
Middle schoolers, they got an early bedtime.
It is in fact 8:30, a late running game tonight. 55 seconds left of the game. And also actually, in fact, all the Morgan student fans have left as well.
Oh, Biondi with the breakaway. She goes up for the layup. She misses. However, Carini rebounds, and she shoots, and she scores. And it looks like a timeout called by Morgan this time. Stops it perfectly at 38 seconds.
19 points. Kevin, do you think that can be that can be done in 38 seconds?
Score 19 points in 38 seconds. It's very hard.
And Morgan's going to be very careful to not give any fouls off.
I have a feeling
not to give HK any shots.
timeout was to tell her athletes just to move the ball around, take as much time off that clock as possible.
It seems that Morgan is still trying to move. Olcott is passing to Kelly. Oh, they're putting in their JV players. Olcott tries to take a shot. It goes over the basket entirely.
Repberg passes into Biondi. 8 seconds left. Repberg with the ball, gets it to Biondi. Biondi drives in, she shoots, and she misses. Recovery by Thompson. Thompson passes out to Repberg. Repberg tries to get that buzzer beater, but is unsuccessful.
And that is game.
Making the score final at 57-38. Morgan takes it this time.
Yes, they do. And looking at a much bigger gap than we did on Friday between the Morgan and HK team. But if we've been looking at their records like we've been observing before, HK is now 3-12.
12, yes.
Morgan is now 11-3. Looking at them, Morgan definitely had the advantage coming in.
Definitely.
But also, we saw quite a competition in the first half. There was really, you could not say for sure that one team was going to win over the other.
Yeah, a 2-point difference in the score going into the half. I thought, this game was going to stay that close throughout the second half, but Morgan just came out and they scored point after point. Pulling away early in that second half.
Yeah, and they had no issue doing it. Morgan definitely changed their strategy where they were just able to pass and run and somehow psych out the HK players that they were not waiting around the hoop. Just so much that when they were, going completely from one side to the other, it was just open. Instead of walking from the HK side, they would just either run or pass and not give HK enough time to be able to get to defend.
Yes, and plus I believe there's about 11 or 12 fouls that second half alone on HK, and Morgan just kept making those foul shots, which, made their lead even bigger. And in a way, HK kind of did it themselves by, creating those fouls, but...
Definitely. And to close this off, we'd like to thank our in-part sponsors at Bo6. We'd also like to thank everyone for this game. We're looking at some great plays from both teams. And to close this off, this was Morgan versus HK girls basketball. I'm Connor Shute.
And I'm Kevin Gelini.
And have a good night.